Hi everyone. I just wanted to do a quick little video for you guys. I know a lot of my followers are maybe moms that don't have a lot of time to get ready in the morning, or people who just kind of roll out of bed and want to go to work without putting a lot of effort into makeup or getting ready. So I wanted to run through my weekend routine with you guys, because I don't put on nearly as much makeup on a weekend as I do during the week, in hopes that maybe I'll give you guys some tips on streamlining your process in the morning. This is going to be a part one. I kind of did a dry run yesterday on how long it would take. And Instagram only lets you post 10-minute videos at a time. So this is going to be a part one, and then I'll continue with a part two immediately after this. It usually takes me about 10-15 minutes or so on the weekend to do my makeup, because I'm talking through it with you guys. It'll take me a little bit longer. But I just wanted to give you some tips and tricks on what I do to kind of streamline, yet still make sure that what you're doing is effective and helping you look your best. I'm not a makeup artist, so to speak. I just think I'm really good at putting on your average everyday makeup. And so that's what I'm here to show you guys, and give you some tips on. I don't want to show you how to do a rainbow eyeshadow, because when are you really going to do a rainbow eyeshadow when you're going to work in the day? So I just want to kind of do the basics, a nice neutral eye color, just to show you, what can be done in just a few minutes. And give you guys some confidence. A lot of people don't have a lot of confidence in their makeup or in themselves, and maybe a little bit of makeup gives you that confidence. So I just want to help you guys feel better about yourselves, and just know that you're all beautiful without makeup. But these are little things that we're going to do to just make ourselves feel a little bit better. So getting started, what I've done already, I've moisturized, I've toned, and all that kind of stuff so far. So the first thing that I do, I always like to say you got to start with a blank slate. So I just take a little bit of this L'Oreal Visible Lift, because it has some anti-wrinkle properties to it. And let's face it, we'll say I'm in my mid-30s. We won't say I'm in my upper 30s yet. But, you got to start thinking about that stuff. So I just kind of tap this under here just to clean off any leftover makeup from the day before that I may not have gotten off, and just that blank slate like I told you. So I start off with that, and then the holy grail of makeup, primer. So I'm just going to dab a little bit of primer on my eyes. Before I started doing this, my goodness, I would get creases in my eyeshadow all the time, and it drove me nuts. Now that I got this under control, my makeup lasts all day. So I just kind of work that around and down and around my eyes. Really makes a big difference. Even if you're just putting on a little bit of eyeshadow, it'll keep it in place. So I highly recommend it. And then after I do that, we whip out the eyelash curler. I do not use fake eyelashes. Unless you have 0 eyelashes, I don't see a reason why you need to put eyelashes on a daily basis. If you really want to do eyelashes, I say save them for special occasions. Okay, now that that's done, we move on to the eyebrows. I have been using Maybelline products for this, the Tattoo Studio. So here is a gel. I like the pomade. I like applying this better, but I've noticed that right here, it'll kind of start bleeding down on my face during the day, and it kind of smudges a little bit. So I use the gel just to kind of start myself off right here, because that's the spot that is problematic for me throughout the day. So I just kind of start here like that. And let me tell you something. Everybody's like, how do you get your eyebrows so perfect? Well, it's not done in 10 seconds, and it's not done on a first try. I do a lot all during my routine to check on my eyebrows. Sometimes I'll look at them and say, you know what, I don't like that, and I change it up, and that's okay. You're going to make mistakes, you're going to make smudges, and I'll show you how to clean those up a little bit. So just take this and shape your eyebrows the way you want them. You can see what a mess I'm making, but when it's all done, it'll be pretty. Just kind of drag those out and down. And again, I'll go back a few times, especially with this pomade. It's what you call buildable. So after you got a layer on there, like I'll go back and add another layer just to kind of add some wisps and make it try to look a little more real, more natural. I try and grow my eyebrows in. It just doesn't work. Thank you. Growing up in the 90s and 2000s. Am I right? So dab this on here. Get the little arch there at the back. I use my fingers to help me smudge around a lot. And again, this will get easier with practice. I promise when I first started doing them, it was not this quick. Okay, so now you got the basics of your eyebrows down. I talk about this product a lot, these Neutrogena little healthy skin, because it's got the stuff right there inside. You just got to click it and get the product up there. And so then I go back and I clean up all my edges. If I went over a little bit, I clean that up. And then this helps with your highlighting your eyebrow bone as well. Just kind of stick that in there like that. And you know what? If you go over too far with this, you can always add more pomade. And then you're done. So I go through, I edge this out. Instead of, you can use a foundation or a concealer. But you gotta dip the brush in and all that, and that's just a pain. That's why I like these. They're handy. You got the product right there in it. You just click it again when you need some more. Ta-da! And then go back and just brush them out a little bit. And I promise you, I'm gonna go back and I'll probably change them up a little bit. Don't worry about it. You're not gonna get it right on the first try. I don't either. So now I take kind of a lighter color. Let's go with this guy here. I like something kind of sparkly to put on my eyebrows. So this guy right here. Now what you just edged with the concealer, you kind of just go through and add some sparkle and shine. It's always nice to have a little shine up there. Highlighter will even work for this. So I just kind of dab that on there. The palette that I'm going to use today is LA Girl Smoky Palette. I'm going to stay with some neutral colors. So the first color I'm going to do is this guy right here. And then the dark color I'm going to use is this guy on the end. And then we're going to add some shine on the other end here. So let me show you what we're doing. So first of all, in between using colors and brushes, you always want to clean your brush off. So I've got this from Ulta Beauty. It's a New Hue shadow switching pan. So you just brush your eyeshadow brush along there, and it clears it out of all the older eyeshadow you may have just been using, or different colors. So you just I take that nice light color just to give myself a base here. And then you can either use something that goes along with the color, palette you're using for your eyes, or something that kind of highlights and makes it pop. So I like to go most of the time with something that goes with it, because then I'll kind of blend and build into it. So next, I'm going to use that dark color now. I've never used this color, so let's see how it goes. So I always go like in this corner here, and then in the eye crease right here. So you're just going to take that and blend it out on both sides. So you start here. And I don't want it real dark, so I'm not going to put a lot of eyeshadow on this time. Okay, I'm running out of my 10 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this video and get ready for video number 2. And I'll have this all done and blended out, and we'll move on to the next step. Don't forget, go watch video number 2 coming up next.